What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you guys an update video. Sorry, I lost a little quick voice right there. To my Destined 1 of Exceedance Impauldio deck profile from set 7. Very late videos, I know. I do have this tendency of not trying to, to get it on time before the next collection happened. But unfortunately, that's never came to pass. So, it is what it is. You all can read me the filth about it later. Who cares? But I also want to say, oh yeah, I am also a little sick today, so that's my bad. Now normally I would make a little disclaimer about some things that need to be said and addressed. Like, for example, if you all want to get very judgmental about the decks I do post and don't comment as the reasons why you didn't like them, or you may think their little videos may be too long, or maybe I'm just too much talking, I don't know. You know, the comment section is always open for different opinions and interpretations. But all I've seen every time I log into, I have it logged into YouTube a lot, is the fact that everyone just pressed dislike and just not comment. I don't know why this happens. I don't know why you guys don't like the video. Click it as a dislike and just move on. I may have a stalker, I don't know, but I just think it's kind of dumb and kind of petty that I am doing these videos trying to do the best I can to the best of my abilities, and yet people don't like them, but yet they're not giving me a reason why they didn't like it or an advice or critique it. But well, maybe it's just somebody who's jealous, I don't know, but we'll see. Speaking of which, little backstory, on this deck is actually owned by Senka Kenae. She did attend Destined Showdown event with Sybil and stuff. With the main rival to now, which is gonna probably happen, which is happening. Now, I gotta say something. For a deck that is super strong and should give you wins a lot of times, I thought, she tends to lose to people. She tends to lose a lot, doesn't she? But at the same time, she's enjoying it. She's having a good time with it. She's also thinking that, you don't always have to win all the time to have a good time. And winning is not really everything. I mean, between winning and losing, as long as you're having a good time, who really gives a shit at this point? So, she brought a good point about that. And that's a very healthy way of saying, you know what, whether I win or lose, I'm just in it for the fun. I'm just here to have a good time with it and become stronger down the line. Maybe that's all it is. So, enough about that. Let's hop into the right deck right now. We have the energy counter right here, covering up Lugia's titties, because why not? And if you guys hear a little rustling behind the background, that's the rain and the wind mixing outside. So, grade 0, we have Falstather. For grade 0, we have Inno Progrett for grade 1, and which will actually set the system code Exceed, which we are playing one of, by the way. Hey, do you mind staying flying? So, no, well, I guess since I revealed it, and yeah. The grade 2 we're playing is Auro's Evolia. And then we have the main boss, which is the Destined 1 of Exceedance, Impauldio. Now, this is what's kind of funny. This card, it does not have a specific gender, but based on its body type and, based on it being a robotic one, it's a female robot. I think Albert kind of obviously sees that pattern, so give or take. So technically, we did have 3 female units and 3 male units in Destined Showdown, which I think that's a marvelous thing to have. And then speaking of Destined Showdown, we do have the emblem of Destined 1 right here for Impauldio. So there you go. Now for the set order, this is a token set order. So this is the 1 system code Exceed. That's all you pretty much need. But the thing is, I find it very disheartening, it showed in the anime that it's more of a set order itself. So it did go in the deck. But this one doesn't look like it goes into the deck at all. It's a token set order like Leo Odium's Destined timepiece. So I find it very just weird and a little disheartening. Oh, and if you guys want to know, I'm just underneath here. I'm using the black shield sleeve in jet with the violet color of double sleeves. So I do like doubling my sleeves up just so it gets that little extra protection. Now for trigger lineup, I'm just sticking to my true right here. My go-to 4 heals, 8 crits, 3 fronts, and 1 over trigger, because that's just my personal style, but you guys can change it up as much as you want. I'm playing 4 copies of Ultra Rate Spear Dragon for heals, 4 Star Aggressive Dragon for critical, but 4 Patrol Robo Dekarcops for our last critical triggers. We also have a new one that I think I debuted it recently. This is the Endearing Vendor Mateyna, because she has that soul ability when she's retired from the Guardian Circle, she goes into the soul. And I think there are some cards in here that have a tendency of using the soul blasts. So this is pretty much perfect right here. You can max it out to 4 if you really want to and drop a critical trigger, but it depends on what you want to do it. Unless you want to be one of those people that have that no OT policy or that rule, you can play 4s and play like the old school Vanguard if you really want to play it. And then we have Eldobreath for our overtrigger of choice, because this card is a beast when it comes to doubling your power, doubling your criticals, and yeah, just a massive jerk to a lot of people. This card, I thought was going to be banned because of Seraph Snow, because of Seraph in prison, but I might be wrong, so we'll see what the next list is. Even though we are kind of getting the Japanese list, I don't know. There's a lot to think about and a lot to choose from. So that is the Grade 0 lineup. And yes, I'm using Dragon Shield sleeves in the shade Silver, because with Brandt Gate colors for me, and it's like an eyeshadow palette if you really want to. If you want to go to a theme, go with a theme, go with a theme. The Silver always means like Brandt Gate, like Space Case or Space Dragons. I had these before for Gravidia. That's just my opinion right there. And sorry guys, I kind of got Space Case for a little bit. So for grade 1s, now listen, my thing is, I just try to show more support to the archetypes to the best of my abilities. So for this card here, this is from the Set 5 collection. This is the 4 copies of Headway Router Dragon. So right here. The next one we do have is from Set 3. No, Set 4. Sorry, Set 4. It's called the Gather 2-11. But I think it's a weird spelling how they made it, but yeah. This card for me is just a good booster for as long as you have 4 or more AutoMOD gauges, this unit gets 10,000 power. So if I would have known better, I think this unit is meant to be for Impauldio's boosting partner, but it doesn't have the name Impauldio in its name. So that's a give or take. But maybe in the next collection, Impauldio might get her own boosting partner. So we'll see. And let's see here. For Perfect Guards, I saw her play Violate Dragon for her personal choice of Perfect Guards. And then we're also playing 1 Elementaria Sanctitude. So, give or take. Now, I think you're all going to ask this question, where's Bulbamine? Bulbamine was in the candidate section to become part of the deck. I know a lot of people prefer generics over anything else, which I agree. But I like to try to keep a theme going on best of my abilities here. Now, in my last video, I did say I was giving favor to grade 2s, and I did mean that. So here's the support card that I got from the Set 7 collection. This is the 4 copies of Radial Araneae, I think. Araneae. Okay, Araneae. I think the last E is silent. And it says here, during your turn, if you have 4 more AutoMOD gauges, this unit gets boost and 5,000 power. At the end of the battle, this unit attacks or boosted. If a card was put in the AutoMOD gauge this turn, retire this unit, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and retire it. So this is not only a nice little boosting partner to Impauldio, but it also retires it after it gets done with its mission. And of course, we're still playing 4 copies of Nebula Invoke Dragon. We're playing 4 Roving Probes right here. And 1 Protection Twin Cast for our choice of Blitz order. I know I have other Blitz orders that could be pretty much good for defensive. This deck does have a little defensive and offensive skill, but right now I need to find the perfect recipe for it. And when I say perfect, I mean the deck that will not falter, but it's hard to do that either because call me a hypocrite if you want, that I'm not even perfect myself. There's no such thing as perfection. You just do the best you can. Now for grade 3, we're maxing out 3 Impauldios for the Persona Reliability. We still have Sky Leap Conversion Vinstar for our grade 3. And I am still playing 2 copies of Hypersonic Conversion Machifier from the Set 5 collection, because I thought it would be a good card to have just as a backup. Now, you guys can take this card out and only put Vishtar and Impauldio in grade 3 slot, and maybe put in some grade 1s or grade 2s. You can choose 2 Bubble Mines if you really want to. This deck has a lot of options if you want to go through it. Pretty much. But that is it for the update video for Destined 1 of Exceedance Impauldio. I hope you guys did find this video very enjoyable. I know I have slurred my words a little bit, and I don't mean to. Like I said, I just woke up. It's raining outside, and all the good shindigs happened. So, that is all for the video. I hope you guys find this very great. And hopefully the deck list will be, well, not hopefully, the deck list itself will be in the description box down below. So, sound off below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck, and see if you guys like it. If it needs to be more improved for the next future sets, then I'll be game for it, pretty much. But anyways, that is it for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys find my content very, very appealing, very helpful, I'd be almost too happy to hear that. Please subscribe to my channel, comment down below, say what you guys need to say, and in a more healthy, non-toxic kind of way. And rate the video, like and dislike it if you guys want to. That's sure your choice. But at least do me a favor. If you guys are going to dislike a video, at least kind of tell me why you didn't like it. Maybe it's just a bad deck. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just the whole setup. I don't know. Like, I just don't know how to improve my content that well if I can't get any honest opinions here. But that's just my personal thing, because I have a tendency of just want to make things right for everybody, including my viewers. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say for this little message to you guys. And also, like in my other videos I said, please be safe out there, make good choices, and you know, I know the world's batshit crazy right now, but just remember that you do matter, and you are very important, and no one should take that right away from you whatsoever, okay? Live your life to the fullest, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys once again for watching. As always, I'll see you next video. And also always, I've been your host, Siren Frost. Have a good day, be safe, and I'll see you next time.